Hey honey bunny, it is your girl XO Rocky and I am back with another video. In today's video I am going to be reviewing the Kinky Curly Curling Custard products. So I will be using the Kinky Curly Not Today Leave-In Detangler and I will be using the Kinky Curly Curling Custard. So I will be using them together to achieve this wash and go right here. Now this will be my first wash and go of the year, so it's been a few months since I've done one. I was kind of nervous to actually do this and to be doing it with new products, but it came out really cute, so I'm so excited to bring you this video. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the bunny family because I'd be so happy to have you, and also turn on your notification bell so every time I upload you will be the first to know. So go ahead, join the bunny family, and let's get into this video. So I am just taking one section of hair that I've twisted and put into a bantu knot. I am applying the Not Today Natural Leave-In Detangler to each section. Working that in, and then I do like to use the water to help kind of loosen that up so that it can get on all of my strands. And then once my hair is thoroughly coated with the leave-in, I do apply the Kinky Curly Curling Custard. This is a natural styling gel. The texture of it is really gooey and kind of runny, so it does have this slimy feeling, so it does give me slip when I'm applying it to my hair, but it also produces this weird residue type fillings on my fingers. I'm not sure exactly what it is, and I can kind of see that residue on my hair, and I don't know if it's gonna dry clear. I don't know if it's gonna stay white. I have experienced before where I've had these weird white residue things on my hair. If you've seen me do my wash and go with the Cantu, I had this weird residue on my hair, so I've experienced this before. I didn't know how to fix it then. I don't know how to fix it now, so as I continue to do my hair, I'll come back to you with an update. Okay, so for the whole back section, I was finding that I was getting this weird white residue. I don't know what the heck is going on, but I do not like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the leave-in detangler to a water bottle with warm water, and then I'm going to spray that into my hair just to loosen it up a little bit, and that way I won't get this weird residue. So this seems to be working way better for me. I don't know what's going on with these products, why they're not mixing together when I apply it to my hair, but whatever, I gotta make it work. So this is what we're doing. We're using the leave-in detangler in spray form, and then we're just applying the curling custard on top of that. I think the next time I use this product, I'm gonna use it with a different leave-in because this is not it. I do like each of these products on their own, but I do not like them together. So yeah, this will be the last time I use these products with each other. Overall, everything seems to be looking good now that I've modified the way that I'm using these products, and I think I'll have success. I don't think I'm going to get the hold that I was anticipating because my hair seems to be kind of big and fluffy at this point, but that's okay as well. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, become part of the bunny family. I would love to have you. And also, if you haven't seen any of my previous wash and goes, make sure you check them out. whether it's to see the products I was using or just to watch as I'm learning how to master these styles and master my hair. If you're going through similar things, I think it could be really beneficial to watch those videos. So make sure you check them out. This is what it's looking like right now. To be honest with you, this is not what I expected. I expected the Kinky Curly Curling Custard to be, you know, really gooey and give me a lot of slip, but also give me a really hard, firm hold. I got the first part right. It's really gooey. It does give me a lot of slip, but my hair is not hard. I don't think it's gonna dry super crunchy, and I was expecting it to be one of those situations where I would have a nice firm gel cast, where my hair would be more in a, I guess you could say, a controlled state, not so much that it would be big already and fluffy. I wanted everything to be really clumped. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I typically do the shingling method, which does give me a lot of volume. I don't typically rake because I like definition. But with shingling comes shrinkage, and this summer for my wash and goes, I want to do more of the raking method where I get more elongation than, you know, definition. That's just my goal for this summer. And you know, this is my first wash and go of the summer, and I am a tad bit disappointed just because I feel like I have a lot of volume. I have decent definition. I don't, you know, I can't really tell yet, but I think I have a decent amount of definition, but I'm not going to get that hard, firm hold that I was expecting. And I don't know, I'm not feeling it so far. I feel like it's gonna be a little frizzy. I feel like my hair is gonna have more volume than I wanted, and it's just not looking the way I was anticipating. Lately I have been rocking this middle part. I don't know why, but I've really been loving a middle part. Even this morning I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a side part. Look at me, I got a middle part. So for some reason, I've just been really feeling a middle part. You can really see the differences in my hair in the wash and go state with this middle part. I feel like when I do my braid outs and my twist outs and I do a middle part, you can't really see the discrepancies between the left and the right, but with this wash and go, you can kind of really see the discrepancies within my hair. Like this front section, since it is such a looser pattern, it hangs much looser and longer than the rest of my hair. And then this part kind of is a tighter, coily texture, so it shrinks and shrivels up more. So it's going to be very interesting to see if I am going to be able to not let this long, weird looking front section drive me crazy, because you know, when I get into those moods, I tend to cut areas of my hair. I'm trying to avoid cutting and getting scissor crazy, but you know, it just looks weird. Like this is long, this is short, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna sit under my hooded dryer for a little bit. I mainly want to let my hair air dry, but I do want to start the drying process by sitting under my hooded dryer, get that going, and then I'm gonna come back and give you my final opinion on the Kinky Curly products that I use today. So I will see you in a little bit. Alright, so I just sat under my hooded dryer for about an hour and a half. My hair is about 80% dried. My hair is pretty dense, so I have type 4 hair, and I have low porosity hair, and I also have very dense hair. So because of my density, some of my roots are still damp in a few locations, but my hair is pretty much dried. So I do have a few damp spots, but overall I would say my hair is 80% dried. And I didn't think I would get too much of a crunch, but I actually do have a crunch, which I'm really excited about. As I mentioned, I don't like gels. I don't like wash and goes that do not give me a hard, firm hold. If you're watching my Wash and Go series from last year, you know that I really struggled kind of with my Wash and Goes a little bit. And the Wash and Goes where I had a soft hold, they looked really cute, but they would only last me for a few days, so I just didn't enjoy having Wash and Goes without the strong hold. This year I will still be using Eco Styler gels, but I really want to kind of jump out of the Eco Styler boat and move on to using some other gels and trying some new products. I do really get caught up in being in my comfort zone and sticking with products that I'm used to, products that I know will give me like a certain look, and I tend to not try out new things just because, you know, I may end up getting a fail or I may not get the results that I want. But this Wash and Go season, I'm going to really try to give you a little more variety and use more products so that if you're like me and you kind of like stick to what you know, I can help you kind of get out of that as well and likely try some new products and see what else may work well with your hair. So I still do love my Eco Styler gel and I'll still be using my Eco Styler gel, but I'm going to start incorporating more products and more gels and different things that I have not used. So this is my first gel outside of that, and it is the Kinky Curly Custard, and my first impression is that I really liked it. As you probably saw when I was doing my hair, at some point I stopped using the Not Today leave-in detangler in its bottle form. I actually put it in a spray bottle and I diluted it with a little bit of warm water, and then I started spraying it on my hair, and then I would follow up with the Kinky Curly Custard and kind of smush it in and rake it through. I was finding that when I was using the Not Today and then applying the custard on top, I was getting this weird white residue. I don't know what it was. I don't know what I was doing wrong, because these products are supposed to be cohesive. Like, they didn't clump outside of applying it to my hair, but when I was applying it to my hair, I was getting this white residue. I was getting these little white balls on my hair, and I was just really baffled by it. It was only in this back section, and this section seemed to dry fine. I don't have any residue. I don't have any white balls or clumps, but it was really freaking me out because I didn't want to have my first Wash and Go be a fail for this Wash and Go season. So I figured, let me just play it on the safe side. I know my hair prefers lightweight products, so let me just dilute this, do what I know my hair likes, and make it work so that I can have a successful Wash and Go for my first Wash and Go. So yeah, if you find that your products aren't working properly, do what you need to do to like make it work. Don't just keep going and like hoping for the best, because you know, sometimes it may end up working out, but sometimes it may be a disaster, and then you just spent 3 hours of your life doing your hair just for it to be a fail. We're not doing it this season. We're not doing it this season. So yes, I did put the leave-in detangler in a spray bottle of warm water, and I started spraying it on my hair, and then I would detangle with my hair in that state, and then I would apply a little more of the detangler from the bottle that it actually came in. I would apply it from this bottle to the section I was working on, and then after that, after I felt like it was thoroughly detangled and my hair was saturated with the leave-in, then I would apply the custard. I didn't really shingle. I mainly just raked it through because, like I said, this season I want to get a little more elongation than I typically would. So I was just raking the product through, and I was just doing my hair that way. And I'm really pleased with how my hair came out. I did experience a little bit of shrinkage, but not nearly as much as I would typically get if I did the shingling method. And as you can see, the front is still a little bit longer, and the sides did shrivel up and shrink more. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it enough that I'm like gonna run and get my scissors and just like cut this and try to make it more even. I'm gonna just let my hair be its weird old self, because it's obviously, this is how it is. This is how it's growing out of my hair. So this is just something I'm gonna have to get used to. I have to get used to this front section just being slightly longer, or I have to start just trimming it more often. I think I'm gonna just let it do what it does and call it a day. Okay, so I'm not going to separate and fluff. As I mentioned before, my hair is pretty dense, and I was actually going for more of a sleek look. I thought because of like the texture of the Kinky Curly and everything, and the, you know, the really moisturizing properties of the Not Today leave-in, that I would get more of a sleek look. I wasn't really going for this big, fluffy, voluminous look, but this is what I ended up with. So I'm not going to separate my hair, I'm not gonna fluff my hair, I'm not gonna pick my hair because I don't want it to get any bigger than it already is. I do feel like there's enough of a hard, firm hold that I can get a few days out of this wash and go without fear of it turning into like a big frizz ball. So I am really happy about that. So if you have not tried out the Kinky Curly line, give it a try. This was my first time using it and I'm pretty impressed with it. And the only thing that I really am not a big fan of is the price. Both these products were over $10. I think I overall spent $30. I don't remember exactly how much each product was, but I know I spent around $30 for these two products. And for the Not Today, I did use the majority of it, and then for the Styling Custard, I also used the majority of that. So pretty much I have $30 worth of product on my hair this one time, this one usage, and yeah, and it's not really even the look I was going for. So I'm not a big fan of the price point. I think it could be a little bit more affordable, but I do really like the ingredients. I like the slip it gave me. I like the shine that it gives my hair. And overall, I just feel like it is a natural product. It doesn't have a whole bunch of crap in it, and it's gonna help me on my road to healthy hair. So that's what I really like about these products. So the only real con is the price. But if that is not an issue for you, I would recommend trying it out and, you know, seeing how it works for your hair. So if you're similar to me, if you're low porosity and you find that your hair starts to get this weird clumpy residue, maybe try diluting the product. I don't know really what I did wrong because I felt like the deep conditioner that I used, I thoroughly rinsed out. Like, I didn't have any deep conditioner left in my hair. I really made sure that my hair was clean of any other products because I know sometimes certain gels don't mesh well with other products. So I really tried to make sure my hair was removed of any other residue. So I'm not sure what was going on with that. If you know, please leave me a comment below and tell me like what was I doing wrong. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned something new. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to me because I'd love to have you. But until next time, see ya.